growing up, I hated competition. Oh, absolutely despised it. Whether I was in middle school and running track, by the way, I set the middle school record for the javelin. I did. However, in middle school, they don't really trust you with the real McCoy that is like the big, huge, giant stakes that you can kill people with. And so we sort of had these things about this big, and it looked like giant Nerf darts with a heavy weight on the front. So you could still hurt someone if you threw it at someone, but it didn't skewer them. But anyway, I set the record. Yeah, so cool. All right, so anyway, enough bragging about that as a little middle schooler. Look how successful I am. But yeah, I hated competition. I just got a really upset stomach. And oh boy, Taekwondo tournaments were really, really tough. The worst tournament that I remember was the Washington State Taekwondo tournament. And that was when oh man, I just felt sick. I was so nervous because here are these really, really, really high up black belts watching you. And another moment where I was just, do you ever get that, like really, really sick stomach? I must have had like anxiety issues. I don't know if it's normal to get that amount of stage fright, which ironically, I got my degree in theater eventually, and I learned that if you're standing in front of someone, they don't want you to fail. They're actually on your side. That was a huge revelation when I realized that the audience is actually rooting for you. So if you're on stage and if you forget a line, the audience is not going, oh, he forgot a line. They're going, oh no, he forgot a line. They want you to succeed. So remember that next time you get any kind of stage fright. Well, I was so nervous to do my black belt test for Taekwondo because I was a Bodan black belt, a junior black belt. And but I was gonna test for my real one, the real legit. I can do this. I am man. Well, at that point, my Taekwondo organization was getting kind of corrupt. So, by the way, that's one of the many reasons years later why I started my own martial art. I did. But anyway, not meaning to brag. I'm totally pumped about it though. So anyway, Taekwondo, very, very, very corrupt. And what they would do is, sorry, someone was in the middle of the road. They're okay. What they would do is that they would charge astronomical amounts of money for testing. And it just got worse and worse and worse. And to the point where the black belt test itself was $500 to test for a little strip of black cloth. Yeah, insane. And you know, me being my little 13-year-old self, I really, really, really wanted my black belt. And my mom, having a very good idea of how finances work, she said, okay, Beau, you can do this, but you have to pay for half of it, and I'll cover the other half. So $250 took me a little while, but I did it, and I got it. And so I had the date set, I was ready to go, I was trained, I knew my forms, I knew the boards that I had to break. I was ready to do this. And then last minute, we're talking like a week or two before, my master said, now you have to show up with $100 cash in an envelope and give it to Master Yi, the fellow who will be orchestrating your test. And at that point I was just like, Mom, I can't do this. Now $100 cash? Really? And so we bailed on it. And shortly thereafter, I quit Taekwondo, and the whole place folded. Not because of me, like, oh, Beau left, we better close. But I think there was a lot of fallout and a lot of big financial things going down. But that was so lame that people have to put a price tag on cool things like that you really work so hard for. So technically, I did not get my black belt. I got my junior black belt, but not my black belt. So lame. But anyway, if you are ever teaching, or if you're a coach, remember that you are making that sport. You can make or break it. It's not just the sport that will take the kid on to the next level. Whether it's soccer, whether it's cross country, volleyball, taekwondo, if you're teaching it, you are making it. So be very careful and reach out to these kids and don't become a barrier to them.